don't know why the murderer is alive tonight. The police had every legal right to shoot him on sight with a gun in his hand when they cornered him in the store, but they talked him into dropping his gun to the floor, and then they arrested him. One of those police officers had been on the street with the unarmed 18-year-old Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. Maybe Michael Brown would be alive tonight. For some reason, unarmed black teenagers and men seem more likely to be shot and killed by police than white supremacist teenage mass murderers with guns in their hands.
Yo, this is your boy P Camp here to ask you, what do we do about these school shootings? I played the clip for you, as you can see, and obviously a lot of things when it comes to these shootings is lopsided when it comes to race. But before I could even make this video, another video has come out, obviously about the shooting in Texas, which was, I don't know if it was race driven or not, but it doesn't seem like it, as this guy went on to shoot 19 children and 2 adults. It's just, man, come on, we can have these race debates and these race wars and all that, but why y'all got to be bringing the kids in this, man? Like, y'all you bring the kids in this? 19 kids and 2 adults? I'm not saying one life is better than the other, but I'm just saying, man, as we were grieving about the Buffalo shooting, me and my family, some of my family expressed that they were happy. They weren't happy, but it brought them some type of solace knowing that there was no kids that got killed in this debacle. And then before I could even make the video, here comes this with 19 kids killed. And this idiot. It's like, what, man, what are we going to do about this, bro? You know, obviously the Buffalo shooting had a lot of racist tones. You know, 10 black people died and 3 other racists were killed. It was one part where he saw a white guy or a white woman and he was like, oh, sorry, and didn't shoot him. But regardless of that, you still have this with the children where race is not involved. This guy's just nuts, just going to kill whoever. And it's just like, what are we going to do about, it's starting to make me mad. Like, we have homegrown terrorists in our homeland and we are not doing anything about it. We're not changing gun laws. Anytime you want to change the gun laws, the NRA and all these people that tote guns want to get up in your face and act like you're trying to take their whole rights away from guns. I believe in guns. I'm not a gun hater. I believe in Americans' rights to have guns. I believe in whoever, people across the globe, rights to have their guns. But it gets to the point to where you're putting guns in the hands of people who are mentally damaged. The guy from months ago that went and shot up a school, he was known. He was shown in proof to have mental illness. Before he shot up the school, he was drawing pictures of him shooting up the school. You know what I'm saying? And besides them giving him some type of therapy or making him go see somebody, his parents bought him guns and ammunition, and he promptly took them to school and went and started murdering people. And I'm saying, what are we gonna do about this? Like, first of all, a lot of these automatic weapons and a lot of things that are making it easier for you to take out all these targets are not needed for people to so-called defend themselves. We need to cut that down. We need to start putting some type of responsibility on the gun stores and the companies that are making these guns for them letting these guns get into people's hands. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I don't know which way this should go, but I'm asking y'all, what do you think we should do? Because this is not acceptable, man. We can't just keep sending our kids to school wondering if they gonna make it back home again because some goofy is having nutso thoughts, and he didn't get no help, and then he just decides to go shoot up a whole school. Like, this is too much, man. This is too much. We giving away guns to a lot of people who should not have them. And I'm not saying that we should infringe on people's rights to protect themselves. I'm just saying we should be infringing on people's rights to not kill the rest of the country. You understand what I'm saying? That's not a right of yours, that you should have a gun and just be able to go spray up everybody in the country because you are a little off today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, it's hard to tell. It's hard to understand, but we should be able, once we start seeing signs, everybody on Facebook with the red flags and this, that, and other with relationships, well, we've been seeing red flags with people that have been buying guns for years. We know those red flags. We've been seeing them for years, but yet we allow people to buy them and put these guns in their hands and act like nothing is going to go wrong when we do it. But yet and still, we tend to be the worst terrorists in the world. We keep talking about we worried about somebody else coming in bringing terror from another country, Afghanistan, all these other countries. You know what I'm saying? We keep worried about people with the Taliban, with the hacks, with the raps and all of that. But it's us. It ain't the Taliban that's inflicting this much harm upon. It's us. We the ones shooting up each other. Black, white, brothers, Lebanese. Listen, we the ones that are causing the most terror in and amongst ourselves because of mental illness, a lot of things that we aren't, a lot of built up anger. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying, man, I'm asking y'all, how do we stop it? How do we stop it? We need to come together and coagulate and figure this out together. Look, they said they're going to start enacting some rules. I'll believe it when I see it. I didn't know what the rules were. My homeboy put me up on it and told me they were starting to, but it just always seems like it's going to be a little something that they be like, oh, we're going to do this to stop this, that, and the other. And then it's like, it's 13 loopholes in whatever law that they propose or whatever bill that they propose. So it's like, it's really doing no good anyway. And we still end up with the same result. We still end up with unmatched weapons in people's hands that it shouldn't be in. And it ends up in these people being frustrated in whatever they're going through in life and spraying a bunch of other people because they're not getting the help that they need. I'm trying to be, I don't know the word, but to all of us, I'm trying to be sympathetic or whatever you want to say to all of us, because I know a lot of people that are going through stuff. You can't just turn that off, man. People hearing voices, you can't turn them voices off. You understand what I'm saying? People who say you can turn them voices off ain't never heard voices before. You can't turn them off and just be like, oh, click, I'm going to go to sleep now. Nah, son. We in your dreams, son. Wake up, son. It's time to spray some people. Like, you know, the voices, they get real abrasive. You know, so I'm not trying to act like I don't understand what people are going through. I want to understand because I want us to be able to talk about this and us to be able to help each other, because we can't keep allowing people's imbalance when they could have been helped to go unhelped and then end up killing our kids that are just innocently going to school trying to learn math, science, and, you know what I'm saying, in gym. I'm mad that our kids are not being able to go to gym and experience the little shorts that the teachers wear, you know, and the things that we had to go through in school, because there's so much fear that's enacted now that we don't know what to do with it. It's too much, man, and I'm starting to wonder if torture should be enacted. What should some of these punishments be greater than what they are? You know, because I feel like if people feel like the punishment is light, You know, because we all see, man. You know, the black folk always get done dirtier than the white folk. You know, white folk, they sit you down next to the squad car. They giving you water. You know, they take you to McDonald's afterwards. You know what I'm saying? They do a whole lot of things. You don't walk out of there alive. And it said a lot in these past two transactions that, for one, in the Buffalo shooting, when the guy walked out alive, we pretty much knew he wasn't black. It's just, I don't know. Black folk get treated differently. But I'm not trying to make this a total black and white thing, because it's not. Because the Buffalo shooting may have had race to do with it, but races have nothing to do with our kids being attacked. Our kids, man, I don't care if we black, yellow, white, Mexican, whatever we are, like, our hearts go out all the same as when our kids get attacked, and our kids should not be getting attacked. And I say our kids because I'm not making it a race thing when it comes to our kids, man. Like, and something is mentally wrong with that dude that he would go and attack 19 children at an elementary school like that. You know, that's a lot. And I don't want to say his name. I don't want to give him much more publicity than he's already got, because that's part of the thing that they enjoy. But I'm just asking, man. I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. I don't know what we should do. What type of laws should we propose? Even when we get laws proposed, it seems that there's so many loopholes in them that it's not even really effective, and it's just scary. It just makes me wonder, like for one, why is only metal detectors at black schools? That shouldn't be a thing. Metal detectors should be at every single school. I don't care if it's elementary, high school, you know, junior high school, whatever. From kindergarten on up to every school should have metal detectors. Because it just makes it that much. It's one more step to keep you from just willy-nilly walking into, you know what I'm saying? Because like my man from months ago, when he was having mental problems, he was drawing out him killing people at the school. And instead of them sending him to therapists or whatever, his parents gave him guns. And he promptly put guns in said backpack and walked into the school and sprayed everybody up. And it's like, if those metal detectors have been there to keep him from just casually walking into school with a gun in his backpack. You know, this is not just a black thing no more, as far as who we're being protected from. This is a white terrorist group. And I say group loosely because, you know, I don't want to RICO it, but even though it's a lot of it that's connected, but these people are gripping up and gunning up and ready to get down in these streets to do whatever harm they want to do to whoever. And that's to black people, that's to white people, that's to our kids. And when it comes to our kids, we should all be uniting. The KKK shouldn't be able to grip up against our kids and we have nothing to say about it, man. Whether it's black kids, white kids, Indian kids, Native American kids, Asian kids, all that's getting slaughtered. Like it should not be something that's agreed to be let go. And I'm just saying, this might be one of them times where it's like, should we bring torture back? I'm not saying that. You know, YouTube community, I'm not saying that's what we should do, but I'm just saying, if any time that there should be torture should be allowed is when somebody is on camera, as in the Buffalo school shooting, just as in the Buffalo grocery store shooting, just going on, just, you know, and it's just making me think like, what's up with this Call of Duty, man? The Call of Duty, the Grand Theft Auto, all of it, man. It's too much. As you can see, it's too much. It's a lot. And it's clearly having an effect on the way that people are viewing the world. They're clearly going outside of the game now and trying to reenact it in real life. And it's not doing any of us any favors. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is rubbing off on us in a wrong way. And while it may be fun to do it at your leisure at the crib, it is not doing us any favors on the back end when it comes to keeping our family safe, because it's not just a game anymore. People are going out and doing this in real life. And like I say, it just makes me think that should torture be a thing? When they got you on camera shooting 15, 19, 20 people, and then you just go into court and just plead non guilty. First of all, you shouldn't even make it out of that scenario. Because if you're black, you never make it out of that scenario. You always end up dead in that scenario if you go off and do something like this. So why should our counterparts not feel the same? And if they do make it out of that scenario, should torture be a thing? I don't know, man. I'm just throwing ifs out there. But if torture is a thing, then you got to worry. You got to worry about the fact that, hey, are they gonna take it out to the end? Because if they know they're gonna get tortured, then they pretty much ain't gonna want to get captured. So, you know, you gotta cause and effect to everything. But I don't know, man. This is your boy P Camp. I'm just giving ideas. I don't know. I'm just at this point. I'm hurt. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, what to do. I need some help from y'all. Get at your boy. Tell me what you think, man. Put it in the comments.